live with your mother. Oh, hey, there we are.
Hi.
Everybody's back and everybody's here.
If we're going live with my mother, I'm leaving.
We're not going live with your mom.
Actually, you're well.
Josh, don't.
I love you. I love you. Okay, I'll keep quiet.
I know it's hard for you, but what up, Fluff?
Fluffers.
What's up? Did we mute me?
You muted you.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't touch it.
When you went out for smoky treats,
I'll mute you again.
Fuck.
I didn't mute you the first time. You muted yourself, bro.
I
did.
Fluffy, you brought it up.
You did. You did. Yeah.
It's
speaking of that, did you guys did you talk about the P. Diddy thing?
Oh, we have to talk about that. Please, can we talk about that?
Will you stop stroking your Wookiee drink?
God dang it, man. She's stroking that thing a little too much.
So whenever you're in the corner of during the fucking podcast and you're over in the corner, you're just like,
no. The only hairballs I cough up are my own because, look at this shit. I look like a poodle that's been electrocuted.
I thought I had fluffy hair. Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the P. Diddy deal. There's a lot of stuff on this TikTok ban. There is a lot of stuff on a couple things. I do want to bring something to y'all's attention, though. And this. I'm going to share it.
I didn't do it.
Well, it's like I said, it's just something just for you guys to see. So check out this. Maybe.
Only about the size of a cufflink, the device itself is small, but what it could represent is enormous. In this laboratory at the Ohio...
Now, what do you think this is so far?
It's turning into freaking Ark.
No. What do you think it is?
If this is going to be like the phone from Total Recall, where it's in your hand, or if it's like one of those tracking devices for
no, you're actually wrong completely. I was thinking whenever I saw this, I went, oh.
The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, researchers demonstrate the concept. Simply place this chip on an injured part of the body and apply a small electrical current.
This process only takes less than a second and is not invasive. And then you're off. The chip does not stay with you. And the reprogramming of the cell starts.
That reprogramming turns skin cells into nearly any type of cell doctors might need to treat a patient.
So genetic manipulation in a sense.
Okay, if it's used for helping heal things, or if it can tell your red blood, if it can amp up your white blood cells to fight an infection, I'm all for it.
Right, and that's kind of what it is.
Produce more red blood cells.
It's just basically there to help cure injuries in a sense.
That can get ugly quick.
What'd you say, Bauer?
Can I wrap that around something? Maybe it'll...
Hi, folks, and welcome to the show. God damn.
Apparently, we're rated GXXX. Right?
Welcome to the XX Files.
What it was?
You stubbed your big toe, right?
Yes, I need to. I need to make the swelling bigger. I mean,
right? Sure, you do. You're talking about your toe.
Yeah.
It looks like the
blood flow
precursor to the dermal regenerator in Star Trek, just like the communicator becomes a modern day cell phone. Awesome. That was one of the comments.
Oh, goody. More technology that people can abuse. Fantastic.
No, nobody would ever abuse that, would they? No.
More technology for them to, exploit. Great. Can't wait for that. I'm so happy for that.
Hey, Bomber,
oh, yeah,
did you get that thing?
Cards are going to be on that.
Did you get the thing?
Did you get the thing?
The thing?
That thing.
I told you to get the thing.
The thing.
That thing?
Really? I got it.
The Thing. No, you know, it makes me think of Ready Player One.
He said he came back eating a fucking cookie.
He did it all for the cookie. The
Yeah.
cookie.
He did it all for the cookie.
God.
Oh
Ladies
my
and
God, here we go.
gentlemen, welcome to the GXS Cookie Podcast.
I'm not eating cookies tonight.
If you look under your chair, there's a free cookie for everybody. If you don't have a free cookie in your chair, that means you didn't make it and you're a lazy bastard.
Cookies for you and cookies for you. Sorry, just call me Oprah.
You Oprah'd it up. Now,
Well, all I can say is Santa Claus may be hopping in here going, cookies?
Now, I talked to you guys last week about, and yes, I surprised these guys, and I apologize to these guys for the surprise. But I talked to you guys last week about how we're going to rebrand things, and we are working on that as we speak. So we're still under the GXS logo and under the domain until we get everything settled and set, and then we are going to be changing it up to what we want to change it up to. We have not told yet, and we're not going to tell. Only the people that know or the people that are in here, and a couple other people, but they're part of the crew, so
they're need to know.
Need to know.
I already have it.
They are also told keep quiet.
What would you say, Bauer?
I already have it tattooed on my ass.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
But we're changing the this is now going to be the O podcast.
See, if he's got it on his ass, it's a really big tattoo.
I'm telling you, man. Wait
a minute. We changed the name to Chocolate Starfish?
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay.
Dude, no, because then if we got to go and be called Limp Biscuit, I'm going to shoot myself.
Right.
Well, right when I said Chocolate Starfish, LeBrar popped in.
Wow.
Well, there's that.
That's
yummy.
You know, I saved a lot of things, and I got to go through a bunch of stuff. But today we're going to talk about a few things. One of them is the P. Diddy controversy. Another one is the lovely individual who is gaining internet fame and worldwide fame right off the bat. His name is Sketch. And then we're also going to talk about a couple other things as well as just sit here and annoy the hell out of each other, I guess.
Sweet. It's been a couple weeks.
Oh, and the TikTok man. We're going to talk about that too.
Elmo, is that better? I just realized
so
I turned myself way down because I used this.
Why is he low?
I don't know why he's so low. Why would you, Bomber? Why you? Oh, sorry.
He wants to get low.
I unmuted you. You're still like.
He's having a Lil Jon moment.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's always
as long as he's not playing with his Little John, it's fine.
Well, he wanted that. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
So
anyway,
let's start it out with Sketch. What do you say?
Oh, okay. I got to give credit where credit's due. I didn't know about this guy. Tacklebox brought this to me and went, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "No."
Nobody did until somebody decided to. This is the next person they're going to destroy, in my opinion.
I hope not. I'm pretty sure this kid's on the spectrum.
I think he is too, but at the same time, I've watched his videos closely. While he's gaming, it's pretty spectrum-ish, but whenever he's out and about and doing certain things, at times you see the spectrum go away really quick.
No, because there's certain people that they socially functioning is different from individual function.
The dude is super respectful to people. Here's the thing. I don't want him to get ruined. I don't, but I think the crowd that he's with is going to ruin him. It's like a Logan Paul crowd.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Special team, special players.
Tuesday. So he's gone viral everywhere.
Why did I wanted to scream, "Where's my ball?"
Dude,
I have
no
idea who this guy is. I've never.
You're gonna love it. There's guys in the NBA that mimic his hand gestures when they score. There's guys in the NHL that have mimicked him. There's football guys. The big athletes love this kid, love him, and gamers love him.
They absolutely love him. Let's see.
Nikki, you're absolutely right. They can mask, and I think that he does really good when he's in public. I think he knows he's got to kind of rein it in a little bit, I guess is a good way to put it. But yeah, not everybody can do that. But this guy is he's so hilarious. So hilarious. So all credit to Tacklebox for finding this guy and bringing it to me and me bringing it to these guys, because these guys were like, what the hell?
All I know is that, what? Who's this guy?
He's so cute too.
Why is everybody doing this?
Here we go.
Oh.
So this is what got him going right here. This.
Oh, that's guy.
Special teams, special plays, special players.
So he does this little finger thing like this, and he goes, "What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?"
And yeah,
special
what's up,
teams,
brother?
special players, Tuesday.
I love the kid to death. He's absolutely amazing. He's funny as hell. I don't want him to get ruined.
No, I think it would be nice to actually have him on here. What are you doing?
Thank you, brother. What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
So that's his thing is what's up, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so needless to say, I don't want this kid to get ruined. The crowd that he's hanging with, I firmly believe that he's going to get ruined, and I don't want him to be. I don't think he will be, but at the same time, I don't put it past people to be people and ruin things, because here's one right here.
He's got a core group that's real protective of him. And the guys that he streams with when he's on Twitch, they're real protective of him too.
Well, yeah, that's their cash cow. Why wouldn't they be?
I don't think it's just that. I don't think it's just
why
that.
in God's green earth would you do this?
Dude, no way! Big fan. Big fan, missus. You're awesome. I'm here with the queen. Smells great. Better than I would expect. No, better than I would expect. No, you're awesome, bro.
Smells great.
Do you know who this is?
No.
I don't know who it is.
This is a OF chick, I believe.
what?
Hold on, let me see.
An
Hold on.
OF chick.
It's
I think.
Oh.
Let me double check, and don't quote me on that. Her name's Faith Ordway.
I'm hoping they don't destroy the bit of a platform that he's really got. He seems like such a genuinely cool kid.
He's an innocent person.
Yeah.
All the way around. He's innocent.
Okay, let me check something real quick, so I'm not mistaken here.
Wouldn't it be in the comments?
So she is not. She has no OF. She is an influencer. She has a Twitch, Twitter, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
She has 80,000 followers on one. She's a workout enthusiast / model. Okay, good. That's a good thing. No, they were doing like kind of a little joke with her, and like they're married now and all that stuff. It ended up being one of those things, but this dude right here is who worries me.
Yeah, that
I don't believe he has this kid's best intentions at heart.
I mean,
No.
I'm never a type of person that judges somebody just by how they look, but
No,
he
it's
just
how he
kind of got this vibe to
Douchey.
me.
Logan
that is
Paul
just
vibe?
Like, let's see how far we can take this and cash it out.
Right. It's a Logan Paul vibe.
A Logan Paul vibe.
Right.
That's lovely. I want to smash him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Guys, this is what it's about, man. That chemistry, that connection, and having a good night, man.
Love what we're doing. Thank you for the surprise. I'm here with Nick. Hey, here with my lady.
Okay, now my thing is this right here, right off the bat.
First and last name intro.
There we go. They're hitting it off.
Out of all those guys, who actually thinks they're going to get in this girl's? I'm going to say it. Get in this girl's pants.
Oh no!
Even though it's supposed to be for him.
They brought her there for him, and the marriage and all that kind of stuff was just BS. It was fun. It was just clipped, and that's fine. I just don't trust these guys. And this is a good kid.
Yeah.
And I think this good kid's going to get into. There are people that are on here. They'll sitting there saying if they ruin sketch, we ride at dawn. Like we're gonna like these guys are playing with fire right now.
Oh yeah.
They'll become the most hated motherfuckers on the internet if they
Guaranteed.
end up screwing this kid over. But I mean, the kid is viral. He is absolutely hilarious. Every time he cusses, he likes to say sorry for cussing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Hey, Nikki.
He's
And
totally adorable.
the What's Up Brother goes everywhere with all the sports teams. They all love him. They all do everything that he does, and it's amazing. And I hope it keeps up for him. I hope it keeps going, but I just don't think the crowd that he's running with, I don't think he either A, knows any better, or B, they're all in on it. I don't know, because nowadays everybody's all in on something.
Right.
Like he could be a normal kid that's not even on the spectrum, and they're like, "Oh, act like you're on the spectrum, and we'll treat you like you're a special needs friend." I don't know.
and you
I just those guys have that douchebag Logan Paul, Jake Paul look to them. Like
Right.
it's like the Island Boys and shit. It's just toxic people around a good person.
yeah,
I'm so glad I'm not drinking Prime today.
yeah, it
I would
kind
have
of
spit it out.
when I was
I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck
kind of
about
watching
Logan
that,
Paul.
I was getting that vibe of like
Hey, Logan's just a joke.
Listen, he's a joke in a lot of different senses, but in wrestling he's not. But everything else, I believe he is. Just it's I don't know. I mean, are you getting that vibe, Bomber? Are you getting that vibe from those guys?
yeah. I mean, and I hope that that's not the case, and that they are like truly wanting to be his friends, but it just seems like something's they're going to get him into a certain situation, and it's just going to be just an absolute train wreck. And
Yeah, I know Tackle Box. The kid was a beast on the fucking football field. That was for sure.
And we
Was he
totally
really?
gave you credit for
Yes.
bringing this to the show, by the way.
Yes,
I
no,
totally told them.
he here. In fact, somebody posted it, I believe. Let me see if I can't find it. Oh yeah, right here, sketch highlights. This is like a whole minute of sketch highlights, dude. This kid is like something else.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, no, he ain't no joke. This kid ain't no joke. He goes after it. Boom,
damn.
boom.
Damn.
I mean, that's clean tackles. I mean, like,
Yep.
he's
Look at driving him back, driving him back.
Look, the feet movement, man. Jeez
Right?
Louise.
Dude, I'm sorry. Is that Bobby Boucher?
Right. Look at him right there. Boom.
Ooh, check him out the feet.
I knew you couldn't take him out.
Oh, right.
Stop the. Yeah, I mean the kid he was a phenomenal football player. Boom, there he is. Go sketch, go baby, you got this all the way.
He's running like a Mack truck.
Look at him. Look at him.
And there's a comment that says he's the real water boy. I just saw that.
Yeah, no, he's in this. He's the real water boy. I thought Sketch was special. Sketch is the real water boy. Why is he low key kind of cold? I can't read half this fucking shit people put on here.
No, the
Modern day Bobby Boucher. So basically, you're saying that he's special needs in a nice way. Got it.
which is fucking stupid.
Hey guys, if you
He hits you with "What's up, brother?"
Yeah,
just hits you. "What's up, brother?"
guys in the
special
TikTok
plays.
side of things, if you guys want to go to YouTube, link in bio. Click on there. Go over to YouTube.
Getting tackled by Sketch, then hearing, "Sorry, brother. Maybe next time. Tuesday would be pretty." The kid's got talent. He's played football, and he just became I don't know how he got famous with the streaming thing. Honestly, I think these guys walked in there and said, "Ooh, here's an opportunity," and they grabbed it. Because this kid, when I first saw anything about him, had no followers, hardly at all. I think he had like 2,000 something, and now let's see what he's got now. Because last time I looked, it was at 51,000.
Oh my gosh! Hi, Jackie.
I don't get it.
Jeez.
Let me see.
What?
Where the hell?
I
is
don't
this
know. Maybe Bones can fill in the gap on this
What?
one.
Did I miss something about what? Oh, it's my mom.
Oh,
Okay. Hi,
Hi, Mom.
Oh wait, your mom.
Yeah, it's my mom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children that should not be in this podcast. That is my
including
mother,
you.
and she's come to tell us exactly how to do this.
I'm leaving. I was just looking at YouTube.
Now remember, guys.
Mom,
We said
staying here.
I was leaving. I was just looking at YouTube. No, you ain't gonna leave. Well,
No,
I
please
know
don't.
this isn't
Please
one of your
don't.
fucking.
No,
I know
stay-
this
stay
isn't
to
one of your
mom.
fucking English, home renovation shows, but we'll try to entertain you as much as possible. Okay, Mom?
Please don't leave. Please don't leave. I
In
would
fact,
love to
okay,
see what you have to
as much as
say.
possible. She's just going to tell you about how retarded or dumb I am.
We already know though.
So is there any real stories that Bones has not told us lately?
Oh,
Mom?
please. Please have something. Have some
Go
dirt.
ahead. Go ahead.
Get some
Tell
dirt.
him
Come on,
whatever
Mom.
you want to. Tell him you
Come
caught
on,
me.
Mom.
Tell him you caught me whacking my willy in my bedroom one time or something. Just
We want the
fun,
we want
the fun things
pre
you never did.
we want the pre-Bones radio show stories. That's
Yeah.
what we want.
I
He-
hate
he-
sports.
He was a
Laugh out
sorry
loud.
excuse for a kid. He was a D student. Where the hell is this kid at? Like,
Oh, where does he live?
I don't
no,
know.
I'm looking for Sketch himself, like his bio.
No, that was your brother. I fucking love her. She wins. She wins.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Is this the one if we talk about a specific topic, she'll really rip into us?
No.
I just like that whole
What topic? There
the
it is,
fact that
Sketch.
she's like, no, that was your brother. That's just great.
Okay, last time I looked at the Sketch reel, he was at 51,000 followers. Guess what he's at now? And I'm gonna tell you this
100.
much: I looked a week ago.
150.
Nope.
2 mil.
2 million.
1.7 million.
What? He started smoking at 14. My brother came over one day and said, I just saw your son walking down the street smoking like a chimney.
Oh,
Choo choo.
Oh yeah, Granny.
She stays.
I like her already. Thank God my parents are gone.
This is the awesome part about this kid, because the way that he talks and then the way that he apologizes.
Touch me, rub me, love me, but sorry for cussing, Some people give, some people take. All I do is take, Ray. Oh. I'm the reason that they lock up stuff in CVS now.
I'm the
The
reason
reason they
look
lock up
at
stuff
CVS.
in CVS now. Like I said, the kid's a gem. He's a jewel. I would love to have him on here. I would love to talk to him, and without his little entourage, because I think they're there for the views and the fun and all that kind of stuff. He started smoking at 14. He did.
I think
Weird, because you came
means
back
you.
from Ireland smoking, Miss. Get on to me and ground me for smoking so much. You rude.
Be
Hey,
nice
this
to your
is
mom.
This is the mom we don't.
You
if we
obviously
talk
don't know
about
me and my
the,
mom's relationship.
And then my mom
and then my mom busted the
store down the street from her.
She did.
Oh,
She did. Oh
my
I
God,
had
no
so
way.
many friends that hated me because of this woman. Your mom's the one that got Jim arrested. a little Korean dude named Jim, and he'd always have his little FU bat. It had a bat that said "fuck you" on it, and he says, "This is my FU bat. I beat you." And like he'll chase motherfuckers. Like he had a gimp leg too, and he'd chase motherfuckers out of the store waving this bat and shit. It was hilarious. And mom got him arrested. That's where we bought our beer and cigarettes back in the day. And I became a very loved individual at school for that. Thanks. Appreciate the fights you got me in, Mom. Jerk. Anyway, so that's Sketch. We'll keep eyes on him and make sure that, he's going to be protected by the whole world. These guys that are with him better mind their P's and Q's. That's all I can say.
Oh my. Also, if my sentences are all over the place, I'm talking into the microphone because I'm too lazy to type. But guess what? All you young people are going to have hooks for thumbs. Yeah, she fucking stays, dude.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to tell you this. My mom, this is how my mom will sit there and she'll take her phone and this is how she does it. She goes,
I do that.
this is how my mom texts. So she goes, oh, voice to text. I got voice to text now. You're a dumb little bastard.
She even said, yeah, be nice to your mom.
No, I'm not going to be nice to you. You know I'm not going to be nice to you. I poke the bear. Hey, I can get her riled up really, really quick.
Please don't.
Yeah,
You ready? Here it goes. Ready? Joe Biden is the best president ever in the history of
God,
ever.
here we go.
Oh God, here we go.
Didn't we talk about this?
Give her 2 minutes. I know we talked about it, but this is the fun part for me. Give her about 2 minutes of typing about how much she loves Trump, and it'll be fun.
Oh, God.
Mom, I love you. We're going away and not talking about politics on this one. The only time I'm gonna ever talk politics is when we're gonna come up with a new segment called 60-second news. And that's the only thing you're going to get out of us in that 60 seconds is what news is this, what news is that, blah, blah, blah. So,
Little Kim.
My mom blows her speakers on her phone in 3 months because she's talking to everyone on speaker.
He's not joking. This woman got a brand new phone, right? No joke. Brand new phone. Every phone call she gets, she does it on speakerphone.
Okay.
And she can't understand why her speaker doesn't.
Whoa, Nikki
blows it. Whoa, Nikki.
How was it? Did you move the comb over while he was doing it, or were your thighs orange on the inside from the spray tan?
What I want to know is
hair he had.
Did it flap when he moved his head?
He lifted it back, went downtown, came back up, and his face is white.
He's too teethy.
He was too teethy.
Jesus.
He just grabbed it. You're fine. All right, so that's all we're going to talk about. Sketch. We'll keep eyes on him and keep talking about him. But the kid went from literally having under 2,000 followers to 1.7 million in probably a month, if not less. The kid is absolutely viral, absolutely popular, and absolutely fabulous. And I hope he does not get ruined.
Oh,
I'm out of here.
We love you, Mom. We love you, Jackie.
Love you, Mom. Vote blue.
Jackie.
Hey, this is a woman. I'm gonna put it this way. This is a woman that voted for Obama twice, and she's a full-on Trump addict right now. So what does that tell you? She'll fit right in with those politicians.
She's gonna call you on the phone and rip into you. You're gonna turn it on speakerphone.
Oh, she will.
She will listen to this.
You're such a bastard. I swear. I should have swallowed. You should have another show so we could talk real politics. I promise you won't scream loud. Listen, if I have you on here to talk politics, none of them are going to be here. Okay.
Nope.
But they're going to be watching to be entertained at the bullshit you say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll be sitting back loving every minute of it.
Be everything. All right, now that we're done with the bone.
Mama Bones. Mama Bones for the win, though.
Mama Bones for the win.
I love her.
Now let's move on to another subject that has been fun.
Subject,
money penny.
Subject. All right, Sean Connery.
Yes. I'm a Spanish conquistador.
Wait, what did she just say? I talk with my speakerphone all the time because I don't want to get brain damage. Oh,
with all these crap, with all the crap that goes through these phones. Oh my God!
Okay, some people should not be on speakerphone. Some people should not be on speakerphone.
This is my mother, ladies and gentlemen. She's absolutely fabulous, and I love her. She gave birth to me and brought me into this world, and always threatens to take me out of it as well.
And probably regrets it most of the days of her life. But that's
100%. This is the first time I think I've ever actually seen her on the fucking podcast. She just usually watches them after. I'm already brain dead. Listen, Linda, we know you're not. Okay, let's move on to the next one, and that is P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah, great.
So, if I know I have something here that I saved.
Have you been seeing? So, if we're gonna bring up P. Diddy, has anybody been tracking the stuff that Jaguar Wright has brought out about this?
Yes, that's who it was.
Jaguar Wright.
Yes, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, you go. No, you got the info, so go for it.
Okay, Jaguar Wright did an interview, and she talked about all of the stuff that had gone on during. The first thing they asked her was, "Do you go to Diddy parties?" Oh, here she is. Listen to this right here.
Have you ever
I've seen this one.
Many, honest.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
Money and sex.
She's like super passionate about what she's talking about. 1 and 2, it's not like she's just saying it to say it. Bye, mama. Love you. But she's not saying it to say it. She's not saying it for fame. She's not saying it for anything like that. She's literally in all these pictures. She's not doing anything like misleading or mischievous or anything like that. She's in all these pictures. She's been to all these parties, hung out with all these guys. So,
you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No!
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak offs now,
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak offs.
Hey, everybody know that. I've been saying it.
So why does Puffy? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
Ooh.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup? Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity.
you see how they're actually bringing the pictures with it all too.
Right.
These people that have worked with Jay-Z. So she's saying that Jay-Z's masterminding this whole thing. Basically, is what it is.
He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and fucking took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Have you ever been to?
So we're talking like straight gangster shit.
Instead of just taking him out, like,
Well, no, they're already
street.
saying that he is also part of the homicide investigation for Tupac as well, and Biggie.
And Biggie.
Yeah.
So it's going to come to a head. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be dropped, and then I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy doesn't make it out of prison to the trial. We're having another Epstein situation.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
It's going to turn around. I mean, let's look at the facts. The big old party said he had. I mean, who stopped him? Nobody. How many parties did he have with all the drugs and everything else that were going on? Nobody. The money that was going around, the sex parties, the literal destroying of people's lives just to get to where you need to be.
Yeah,
Nobody stopped him until now.
They sucked Usher in too. They sucked Usher in. Bieber is now been linked to this mess too.
Yeah. So,
well, here's the thing. If you actually stop and look at what's been going on in Hollywood and in the music industry, both, victims are no longer keeping quiet. Because if you notice, the victims that are coming out are the ones that are not famous right now. They're the ones that
why they're not.
Exactly. They haven't been put through. They got put through the ringer as kids and as young adults, and then they turn around and they can't keep it in anymore. They're tired of keeping it in. So half of them have either ended it or have gone into the background, into the dark. And now when one person says, I'm done with this, it's like, hey, I'd like to get a role again. Okay, well, you know what you got to do for that role. At that point, it's like, okay, no, I'm not giving a BJ to fucking this director just to get a goddamn role. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm gonna say what I got to say. And finally, people started listening, and now they're showing all the dark secrets of Hollywood. We knew the dark secrets were there. We just weren't sitting there. None of us were involved in Hollywood, so we didn't care.
Well, and you didn't know who to point. Well, it's like that whole Nickelodeon special that came out.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Oh yeah, about the abuse,
the dark side of Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
There's a dark side of Nickelodeon. There's a dark side of Disney. There's a dark side of all these big companies.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like
You know what I bet it is? I bet the contracts they signed had a like an NDA on it or some shit of like statute of limitations that expired.
Well, and
once they expired, they just let loose on everything, started dropping everything, started
It's the
putting
same
names
thing with
out
American
there.
Idol. American Idol had the same thing. When you had an NDA, you couldn't talk about it. They took like 75% of everything, like your first 7 years or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many of these people that were on American Idol do you see doing anything anymore?
Yeah.
How many people have you seen from America's Got Talent, American Idol, any of those? Jeff Dunham was one of the few that actually broke out and made it big.
Yeah.
but he made it big on his own, not just with the American Elephant. Because when he won it, you didn't see you saw him here and there, but you didn't see hide nor hair of him for a long time until that contract was up, and then he made his own deal.
Oh, and he's got like basically his own production system now, and
he's a bit of a POS of himself. So
well, he probably got on his knees for somebody else.
Well, there goes a version of golden knee pads, huh?
Let me put it this way: I would never ask any one of these three people to do anything that they would consider morally wrong, ever, because what?
Nothing.
Huh?
Wait a minute. You said with no pads.
You signed an NDA, Bomber. You're not supposed to say that stuff.
I didn't sign shit.
Get back under Daddy's desk. Oh yeah. No, I would never ask them to do anything immoral at all. And if they tell me, if I tell Bomber, hey, this is what I need you to do, and he says, no, that goes against my moral code and my standards, cool. I'm not going to let him go for it. I'm not going to tell him no for it. I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm going to say, cool, I respect your morals. I respect your standards, and we can move on from there. But that's not how Hollywood works and how all this stuff works. Hollywood says, we don't give a fuck about your morals and standards. If
it's
you
like in the 90s.
Right.
It's in the 90s, that commercial. That's not how any of this works. Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you remember back in the day, girls would go out to Hollywood. They'd become waitresses or bartenders or something while they're trying to make it big. And then the next thing you know, all of a sudden they made it big is because they went to one audition, and that audition turned out to be a casting couch. If you guys don't know what a casting couch is, I can't help you.
You're
not adult enough to be in there.
You're too young to be here if you don't know what a casting couch is.
And I gotta say, there's a lot of things that are going on in the music industry that literally has blown people's minds. I mean, you're looking at people from hip hop, hip hop creators that are out there right now that are literally going from number one, when they first started off, they were big against, let's say, country. Okay, they're big against country. Country is crap, and all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, those hip hoppers are now doing country.
Right.
But you were so big on going against it, or the rock and rollers going to hip hop. It's like, wait a minute, what?
They were talking about how they were going to be true to their roots and true to the streets and true to their truth and where they came from. But this ain't Texas. Okay, that's all.
I'm all for
Metallica.
Doing collabs and stuff like that, but I mean, and some of that stuff is more of getting into a certain point in their career and listening to people that say, okay, well, if you want to make it big, you need to do this next, that type of thing, and they're kind of blinded to the money. These kids that get into acting and TV shows and stuff like that, you're like hoping that there's an advocate there to protect them from this shit, and unfortunately
the advocate's usually the one touching them.
Right. And you either have one of two things. You either have the parents that are pushing so hard that these kids are like fucking cracking, like Britney Spears,
or
you're talking about like what do they call those moms that take their kids to pageants and shit?
Oh, yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. Like JonBenet Ramsey was one of those kids that was being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
Yeah.
I saw a thing where this one, JoJo Siwa, her mom came out and was like, I've been bleaching her hair since she was 2.5 years old because she was a pageant kid. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well,
like,
and I just saw this.
Kid be a kid.
I just saw this thing about, and I never watched the fucking show because
Hey, Turbo.
Was the whole Honey Boo Boo shit.
Oh my God.
Mama June, her mom like took a good chunk of her money and spent it on drugs, and then went to rehab, came out of rehab, and then remember like a few years ago, all of a sudden you see Honey Boo Boo like on Dancing with the Stars. She got paid really well for that. Her mom basically took all of the money and spent it on vacations. She literally emptied the account and said, oh, we're going to go on vacation and doing this. And everybody thought it was her money because she had her own money.
Right.
No, she was taking money away from her own daughter
I wouldn't imagine any parent that would do that shit.
Right. And basically emptied her account of all of her money that she had saved up.
Damn.
And this came out actually on like one of their shows.
Hi, Michelle.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it breaks my heart and it angers me when you hear about these things after the fact of these kids getting put through the ringer and some of the shit that they've been doing. And like, even up to the point where this wasn't just like with Nickelodeon, but like some of the shows that even my kids were watching, like iCarly and
oh man, they were big on that in that show.
Okay,
well, I'm gonna put it to you this way: anything on the Disney Channel, I try to tend to keep my kids, like, if it's an animation, it's fine, but if it's one of those live Disney Channel shows, I tend to try to keep my kids away from that because I don't want them to sit there and have dreams of, I'm going to be on the Disney Channel one day. No, you're not. No, you're not. Hell to the fucking no, you're not.
Okay, Bomber, to what you were saying, you know, that you see these things, and it was going back into, you know, 90s and whatever. It goes back so much further than that.
Well,
the Three Stooges are a prime example of exploitation. These guys didn't get paid diddly shit for what they did.
Right.
They got peanuts for what they were making, what the studio was making off of them. The Three Stooges, you know, and then when the one died, they brought the cousin in, you know, and they brought all that in. Laurel and Hardy, the Marx Brothers. This goes way back to when TV and film became a thing, and they would find these guys that were kitschy, you know, and be able to exploit them and put them out there. And these poor guys were living in, you know, flop houses, didn't have, you know, shit to their name. They had the clothes they had on their back. We'd go to the studio would clothe them, but when they would leave for the day, those clothes stayed. They didn't have shit to leave there with. They walked in their piece of shit clothes. They left with their piece of shit clothes. These guys didn't have houses and cars and all that shit. You started to see a little bit of a change when Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney. Like, you saw some of it then, but there was things that came out even when Mickey Rooney was, you know, older and he got done doing his whole thing and talking about how, the studio took 75% of what I made. I literally had enough to get by on.
Right.
And how he was portrayed was a whole other thing. And if he had social engagements, they made sure he was gussied up. But with the end of it, he didn't have shit.
Yeah. Well, and like even up to the point with like Ariana Grande when the show that kind of came off of Victoria's, there's scenes where they're having her trying to milk a potato and trying to get juice out of a potato, and you know, and what they're having, she's like rolling around on her bed doing this.
That's vulgar.
I mean, that's just shake weight.
Yeah, I mean, and then you sit there and you kind of go back through in that lens of seeing what people were trying to get them to do, and you're like, wait,
it was very predatory behavior by the studios and by these you know, Disney and all that. It's very, very predatory.
Well,
and it was definitely being exploited with as close to that line of being sexual exploitation without crossing it.
Right. And that's the thing about Hollywood is
it sucks.
I get the fact that they want us to think it's all glitz and glamour and blah 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 yada yada yada, but there is a lot of how can I put this without getting banned on anything?
Trash?
No.
Dark underbelly.
No. There's pedos and stuff like that. There. That are it's really bad and really heavily ingrained into the movie industry, the music industry, politics, just damn near anything you are rich and into. They have got some dark, degrading things that they do. It's literally like the Roman Empire back in the day. All the senators slept with the little boys and they did all those things. And it's just sick and twisted and stupid.
Yeah. Wow, it sounds like the beginnings of the Roman Republic.
Right. I would ask Pit Boss if he wanted to weigh in on this last subject, but he hasn't been here. So,
well, I'm gonna weigh on it in a way of a different way, because I can tell you this much: even in the radio industry, there was stuff that's bad.
Oh yeah.
There's been radio hosts that are doing amazing and they've got the, everything going for them. But if they don't do the right thing by the company that they're working for, they're gone.
If they don't play
Instantly.
ball.
Right.
Bro,
If
that's
don't play
anywhere
ball at
I've
all.
worked.
Yeah. Well, that's standard work. But when it comes down to, hey, you can't promote this, you can't promote this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. You can talk
Right.
about this because we're getting a lot of money from them.
Well, it's kind
But
of.
if you say one thing wrong about it, then
Yeah, and it's kind of like, God, I hate even bringing this up. It's kind of like how NPR is. NPR has been, and I know it's going to sound political, and I apologize to you three. I'm sorry. During the 2016 run, 2016 to 2020, they were all about bashing.
Oh yeah,
100%. And then 2020 to 2024, haven't heard hide nor hair of anything until now.
Well, and unfortunately, an organization like NPR, when they first started, it was very benign,
Down the middle.
very down the middle.
Yeah,
right. And that's why I like them.
It was new. Like if you were tuning in for news, you got news. If you were tuning in for opinion shows, they made sure that was completely separated.
Right.
But unfortunately, with the way that news and TV shows and
the thing about NPR though,
compete.
Yeah, but they're also funded by the people.
Right.
They run those stupid fundraiser campaigns all the time. They're funded by the people, yet you're choosing one side of the news to talk about, not both sides.
Right.
If I'm going to give you my money as an independent person, as a person that likes to think outside the box and likes to think, away from all the norms, if I'm going to hand you my money and you claim to be this independent news network or a news network that reports on both sides of the story, and you don't, I'm taking my money back. Like, right. I'm done with you. I'm done completely. The only reason I listen to NPR or I fucking hate saying this. Only thing I watch, like if I see Fox News on or if I see NPR, it's like both sides of the spectrum. You get what these people report on, what these people are reporting on, and then you can make your mind up in between. But when it comes down to it, if the people are funding you, you should be on both sides of the fucking spectrum. You should not be on just one. Period.
You should be representing everything equally.
Yeah,
100%.
They're giving you their money because they like what you're doing so far.
I don't know how the fuck NPR is still in Oklahoma then.
And it's one of those things where unless they're starting to get like large donations from certain people to then go, and that's the problem. That's where the root of all of it is the fucking money.
Well, they can be bought. NPR can be bought. They can play their game any way they want. Everybody's got a price. Everybody.
Yeah. Bro, the moment money goes away, like if money ever just literally goes away and we get to a system where everybody's equal.
Right. I mean, and that's I've always said that once money becomes involved and money is and you're going to piss somebody off or you're going to make a lot more people happy.
Yeah, it's all,
and that's the root of money. I mean,
money is the root of all evil. They've been saying that for how many decades?
Well, right. I mean, even getting into things like, doing some type of artwork that you enjoy, or it's doing some type of side work that you enjoy doing, like Tacklebox doing his wood burning, me doing 3D printing. Once it becomes about once the person doing it becomes about the money, then it's and that's one of the things that I have a big time problem with trying to figure out. Like somebody says, "Oh my God, can you make that? How much?"
Oh, like when I asked you for another Buddha.
Yeah, I was like, $10.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it to you this way. I love you guys, I do. But if somebody approaches me and says, "Hey, you guys can make a fuckload of money, but you have to sell out," I'm going to come to all three of you and I'm going to go, "This is what they're offering. What do you think?" And if all three of you say, "Yeah, cool," I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm going to send them to you because my morals and standards will not allow me to do this.
Right. I'm not like, I won't
Yeah.
back anything that I don't believe in.
But
hell
if
no.
all three of you say no, and I'm over here going, but guys, we can make all this money off of it, I would expect you three to go ahead. You're a dumbass if you do, because this is what's going to happen to you.
Right.
They're gonna control you in such a way that you're not allowed to be who you are.
No, this podcast would not be what it is anymore.
It wouldn't be organic anymore.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, if
it wouldn't have
somebody's like,
four fucking opinions. It would have one.
If somebody was like, "Hey, I want to sponsor you, and I'll give you something, and I want your honesty on it," cool, that I'll do. I'll
100%.
try it, because I was
You'll
just
have
talking to
four
Tacklebox.
honesty answers.
Right.
You know.
And, like, my thing is, Tacklebox and I were talking about it over the weekend, and I'm like, if there's a sponsor that decides they want to sponsor, and say it's a beard company, well, I'm out. Because
well, I mean, not necessarily, but at the same
but
time,
he's like, well, you could put it on me, and I could try it, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not part of the podcast. But I'm like,
no, but
if we
you
could
could
find
like,
something.
I take this beard product and I put it on my boyfriend's beard all the time, and it's absolutely lovely. It's so soft.
And I love the smell of it, and it makes it so soft.
But because he and I were talking about that. He and I were talking. He's like, if you guys were to get sponsored and you got a product that you had to review, he's like, what would you do if it was something like that? I'm like, truthfully, either they just wouldn't get an opinion out of me, or I'd be doing it to you, and then I would tell them about that. I'm like, but I'd rather have him. If we're going to get involved in something, and you want to give me money to give me an opinion, you're not going to buy my opinion. I'm going to tell you what I think about your shit.
Right.
You're not going to give me something and say, now I'm expecting you to say this.
Or
well, I'm expecting you to, lick my ass, but
or it's something that
what?
we already we've like I wouldn't mind doing something like that I've never seen before, never used or whatever, and they're like, hey, here's this thing. What do you think? Okay, well, if you want my truthful opinion and you want me to give a review, then okay. But if you want me to just go, this item is awesome and da 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 da, and I love it and I use it every day. No,
not gonna happen.
No, I won't back anything that I don't believe in.
Works great on you, even though it doesn't fit.
Well, I wouldn't back anything that I don't believe in. Number one, I'm not going to sit there and say your shit's great. I talked to
Fafine to do some type of thing.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would back 100% on Fafine. They make a great product at a great fucking price.
Yeah.
I cannot sit here and complain about this. It's absolutely fabulous. And if Fafine would sponsor this, I would tell them, boom, check out this mic, check out that mic, check out every one of us would have a different Fafine mic. But
I just want the pink one.
when it comes down to it, sponsorships are hard to get, especially if you don't have the following behind you to get them.
Right.
I've been talking to local business kind of people. I talked to Jacoby Ray, and Jacoby said, I said, hey man, do you mind if I do a commercial about your stuff? Because he's my friend, one, and two, I believe that he's giving us a good product, and he does a bunch of rubs and stuff for meat and stuff. It's Meats So Horny is what it's called. Literally, and it's absolutely and it's absolutely fabulous the way that the jokes are and the stuff. Like, he's got a shirt that says, "I love my pork pulled, my butt's rubbed, and my meat something else," and it's hilarious. Like, all the stuff they have is hilarious.
Well, and he's also partnered with that other guy that did all of the would do the drinks.
Yeah, and he's also Gary.
Yeah, Gary, and he also
you got him,
and
Gary, the guy that does the Get Fucked Karen, and somebody else. I can't remember who was all involved in it.
I love Get Fucked Karen. He's awesome.
But all there's four of them that are involved in it. And then on top of that, he has adult film stars. This is the joking part about this. He actually has adult film stars that are his models for his stuff. So there's one chick, and I gotta find it. I have to find it because it is hilarious.
And he was out in Vegas, and he met up with Angela White or somebody.
Hold on,
or somebody.
Didn't he meet up with the Jenna Jameson Lawless or something too? Because isn't she married to the Lawless chick? And then I thought Jenna Jameson was part of that too.
He met up with somebody, and then they went out to lunch and had they went to some place in Hollywood that was or something like he was out in LA or something like that or Vegas, but they went out and had lunch together about tacos.
So,
Dude, look at that.
let me see bundles right here.
Oh, sweet heavens.
So he met
Meat so
with,
horny. Oh my god.
where is it at? Her right here, Lexi Luna.
Yeah,
She's
Lexi
an
Luna.
adult
That's
film
it.
star. They have a Lexi Luna bundle. They have.
I don't have words.
Hold on.
Rub one
I'll
out.
say, squirt sauce.
Thank you, Lord.
Squirt sauce.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find swag. Here you go.
Nice butt.
So
I love that.
you got this one right here.
Rub your meat and squirt. Oh my god.
This one here is called Nice Butt, and they actually section off the part where it is the butt of the pig. Like, this is the pork butt is what they call it. And on the back of it, it says, quit staring at my butt. At the butt. Hilarious kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's got
Rub your meat,
meat and squirt.
What does the back say?
Nothing.
Oh,
The back on that one didn't anything.
No fun.
This one right here. I like my butts rubbed, porks pulled, wings jerked, and breasts naked. It's literally all this shirt is literally this is slang that they use with smoking meats or barbecuing or anything, and nobody really thought about this.
Tackle Box would so wear that shirt.
Right.
What's it say on the back? Does it say anything on the back?
On the
Okay.
back. It's just the same thing on the front.
Yeah, Tackle Box would wear the shit out of that.
They got jerseys like
Well,
this.
that's also
that's a film star. I think
a film star.
Camo hats, koozies, jackets. Their wee woo line, where they stand out front of their house, and when the sirens go off, they go wee woo.
Yeah, him and
If he
Swami.
wants to send us some shirts, I will wear one during a podcast.
I'm going to try to get it. I'm
they
going to
have-
try
they
him
have
to get him to send us some rubs and sausages so that we can try. There are bundles that you can buy. They're absolutely awesome, different flavors and bundles that you can get. Butter rubs, all that kind of stuff. There's one bundle right here. This is a $158 bundle, but it's all the rubs combined. So you got the bourbon rub.
Oh wow.
Okay, but as the only girl, I need something for the breasts.
Well, we're getting there. You got the maple bourbon, the Asian fusion rub, rub your chub, horny hex Cajun rub, pecan Tom's rib rub. This one right here, rub one out.
Oh, sweet.
I love that. I love that.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. This is an adult star, and this is not a hot dog she's holding. They superimpose the hot dog on there.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this whole situation. Sweet pork
That's
rub,
Tackle Box.
Freaky
truffle honey
Fiesta,
rub,
butter me up.
butter me up, Fiesta. I mean, it's so bad,
God dang.
but at the same time, it's so beautiful because the sauces are the squirt sauces.
Oh,
And
I love those.
they literally have it squirting.
See,
Good
I-
Lime, garlic, and
I
mango.
love it.
These are just wing sauces that they have. They're $42 for all three sets, or you can buy them individually for $15 each.
They got
I
the
still
injection
think
one?
this is the best one out of them all. The rub one out. The beauty of what they've done here.
Oh my gosh.
The beauty of this is just, you know what that is. You know what that is. But yet at the same time, you're just laughing your ass off because it's a fucking bratwurst.
Hey,
Hey,
It's
there's nothing
beautiful.
wrong with
I absolutely love Jacoby's stuff. I absolutely love Jacoby. He's funny as hell. He's turned his comedy into a product that we can buy. And I'm going to get some of these and I'm going to try them because I love putting. Oh God, I'm about to say that and I don't want to.
you like putting
You love
rubs on
putting
your
your seasoned meat
I
in
love
your
putting
mouth
rubs on my meats.
meat? Yeah.
and then putting it in your mouth.
Rubbing my meat.
Bones, do they have
Right.
an injection one too?
Right. I don't know.
They don't have a hot beef
If they do-
injection?
If I do, I think you have to get 6 inches in to inject it. But
Okay.
Oh, then then all of you are gonna suffer for that, I'm sure. So
right. So
just saying.
I've got something for you three that I brought up, and it's kind of hilarious because of the way that it's done. Now I understand what it is, but I want you guys, it's for the joke. It's not for the background. The background, of course, is Helldivers 2. We love Helldivers 2. Me and Pit Boss do. We play it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But this right here is what it was.
Own a musket for home defense, since that's what the founding fathers intended. 4 ruffians break into my house. What the devil? As I grab my powdered wig and Kentucky rifle. Blow a golf ball-sized hole through the first man. He's dead on the spot. Draw my pistol on the second man. Miss him entirely because it's smooth bore and nails the neighbor's dog. I have to resort to the cannon mounted at the top of the stairs loaded with grape shot. Tally ho, lads, the grape shot shreds 2 men in the blast. The sound and extra shrapnel set off car alarms. Fixed bayonet and charge the last terrified rapscallion. He bleeds out waiting on the police to arrive. Some triangular bayonet wounds are impossible to stitch up, just as the founding fathers intended.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh,
just
good.
as the founding fathers intended.
Oh my god, that is good. Oh, for freedom, man.
Oh.
For freedom. Democracy.
All right. Now let's switch off to something that everybody in TikTok should be passionate about. And the one that's been keeping us pretty much appraised or apprised or whatever the fuck you want to say, informed about all this has been Amira and the news lady. Amira has been sending me clips that the news lady sends. I send them back to her. We keep in touch with this. And there is one specific one that she brought to my attention. And it is about the TikTok ban. And she talked to, who was it?
He is the vice president of TikTok here in the States.
Yeah.
They have the hub for TikTok in the States is based in Texas.
Okay.
And all of the data and security information goes through that. And she did an interview with this guy. And it was amazing and educational at the same time.
Okay. So I am going to pull up the TikTok that she did. It's 6 minutes and 31 seconds, but we're not going to play 6 minutes and 31 seconds of this.
There's good spots that we'll discuss it.
Yeah. So let me do this here. Let's stop this for this.
Again, it is not a ban. Think of this as a surgery designed to remove the tumor and thereby save the patient in the process.
It's a ban. It is a ban, period.
TikTok.
It's a ban.
Right off the bat. If you guys don't know who that was, that is the, what'd you say that he was?
He's the vice president of public affairs.
So yeah, Michael
public
Beckerman,
policy.
Public policy. So he's a public policy director over at TikTok, and he's going to tell us a few things.
It is a ban, period.
TikTok is in the fight of its life. Now, this is a long video, but I promise if you're interested in what happens to TikTok, you're going to want to watch it because you're probably going to hear things you've never heard before.
Now, I will say this. If you guys don't follow, what's her name? Lisa,
the news girl.
Lisa Millard, the news girl, basically is who she is. She brings to light a lot of things, and on both sides of the spectrum, she does not go one way or the other. She doesn't report one way or the other. She reports down the middle, and that's what I love about her. And she is definitely somebody to watch if you want to know what's going on in the world with politics, with TikTok, with the world in general. Go check her out. She does a fabulous job. This is what she does. I think she should have her own news show. But the problem is, if she got her own news show, I think they would corrupt her and send her to one side or the other.
Right.
I don't want her to do that. I want her to stay down the middle. In fact, I would love to see a news show with her, like the news girl, and the news show's called Down the Middle, something like that, because she's fucking fabulous.
I would love to have her on the podcast too. I mean,
good luck.
I would reach out to her and say, please come in and let's talk.
Let me see if I can pull the interview up with, here it is.
China. Does China have access to U.S. user data?
No.
Does China
Hey,
have
Jules.
the ability to influence the thought patterns of the American users on TikTok?
No.
Oh, I'm getting the bomber thing.
Wow.
Not just
Somebody
me.
forgot their Blue Chew.
Bitches.
So while we're waiting, oh, never mind.
No, go ahead.
And I was going to say, part of what he discusses in this is how they've got higher security practices in place than what are called for. They have more security for protecting US citizens' privacy and data than Meta has, than any of the other platforms have. What the minimum is what Meta has in place. What TikTok has in place here in the States is above and beyond what is being asked for.
Listen,
and the Congress is still
woman.
trying to say what they're saying.
Hey, we're on Meta as well as TikTok right now. Okay,
I understand that. I was making he talks about it in the video. I'm making
no 100%. I don't give a shit. I'm with you 100%. I am.
I'm being neutral. I'm not saying that Meta is a bad thing. I'm not saying they're a good thing. They have a certain set of privacy practices to protect our information. But what TikTok is saying they have in place already goes above and beyond what the standard.
Wasn't it like a $2 billion thing they did for security and stuff?
Something like that. Yeah. It's like $2 billion. It's this whole lockdown center in Texas that China has no access to.
And you wonder why you people aren't getting all the money from your gifts.
Well, right. It's building the data privacy center. I mean, come on.
If I remember correctly, it's what is called a level 5 data center.
Yeah.
Where at any given point they can literally cut. They literally physically cut all the hard lines.
Mm-hmm.
There's mechanisms in place, and I know this because I worked for a company that we moved our data center to a level 5.
Yeah, we're doing that right
and
now where I work.
literally they have backup of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they can literally, in case there is an incursion, there is these big giant mechanical things that are on all of the hard lines that come into the building that they can literally guillotine all of the hard lines all at once.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they have redundancies in place because the organization, the nonprofit that I work for, we're in the process of also moving our data center, and there's redundancies in place, but we could lock it down if we needed to, if there was a breach for some reason, because, there had been breaches. There's been one particular vendor of ours had a breach. It didn't affect us because we were able to lock shit down. But what he goes on to talk about is how the information that China has access to is really algorithm type stuff, like who from where is watching what. But they don't have access to, like, they don't know that Bones' name is XYZ. They don't know that Pit Boss is living at, 1, 2, 3, 4, Happy Place. They don't know that Bomber, spanks his monkey in the bathroom 3 times a day. They don't know any of those things.
And Amira has a jackhammer underneath her bed.
Right.
Where did Bones go?
The thoughts and views of this podcast, those are the Bones Radio.
No, but truthfully speaking,
and they don't know that Bones waxes his forehead twice a week either, so it's fine.
I haven't done it in a while. I need to do it tonight.
I can see that.
Yeah,
okay,
I've got the fuzz going on.
they got third-party entities that actually can go into this data center and verify the algorithm.
You know what they want out of this, right?
Connection.
Money.
They want the money.
No.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
That's not the only thing. They
want access to the data.
The most important thing about TikTok that they don't have and they can't have. Tell me another social media platform that's like TikTok.
That's just it. They don't like that people are getting their news real and unfiltered.
No.
They hate that the news is not filtered.
No. You know where the money in this is? It's the algorithm that TikTok has made.
Yeah.
TikTok refuses to give that algorithm up. The most used social media platform right now is TikTok.
Well, yeah.
Number 2
and
is
no
Facebook.
Other fucking social media platform has that algorithm. It is not about the money because the money is made through the algorithm that they have. That's the cash cow. That's the end all be all of the whole thing is if they can get a hold of TikTok, they can get a hold of the algorithm. They can't get a hold of the algorithm because TikTok won't let them have it.
Well,
that's what they
Here's
want.
the thing. Even if they get their hands on TikTok, do you really think that ByteDance is going to give up the mechanics of how they built it? They're going to give them a filtered, watered down version, and nobody can replicate it.
Well, do you think that once that happens, everybody's just going to be like, "Oh, great! Look, all of a sudden, I'm getting ads for Trump and Biden and this guy and that guy and this senator and that senator and this senator all over TikTok." And I'm not even following them, that people aren't going to go, "Oh, well, I'm leaving."
If I get a Trump grab him by the pussy ad, I'm going to be so happy.
Well,
here's my thing.
if things all of a sudden change by them getting a hold of the algorithm and them pushing a certain
See, it's how
thing.
strong the
Yeah,
algorithm.
no, it's the algorithm's the end all be all of this whole thing.
Yeah,
But here's the kicker. Numerous Republicans and Democrats, both sides, have all said the youth of America is getting their news, and it's being manipulated by China. No, no, you're mad. The House and the Senate are mad because the youth and everybody else in America are getting their news unfiltered, without bias, without a point of view that is being bought and paid for. They're getting an uncontrolled, completely honest representation of what is going on. And they're getting multiple points of view so that people can actually, make educated decisions. And they don't like it because they like us to be sheeple.
Yeah.
That's what they want. They want us to keep buying the shit they're feeding us. And TikTok doesn't let us do that. It gives us a chance to be our own people and make our own choices.
TikTok has its own guidelines, rules, and regulations. 100%. I get that. But when it comes down to it, for the most part, like the news girl, she brings in both points of view, and they don't ban her for it. Would she be banned if she was on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that? Absolutely.
Oh, God, yes.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%. When you don't go with the established order, you get banned. That's just the way it is. My thing is, the algorithm is the end all be all of this whole thing. And everybody's looking at it as, oh, they want the money, they want the businesses, they want this. No, that's fucking chump change compared to that fucking algorithm. Because the 7 million businesses I could tax the fuck out of, being in the political sector, I could tax the fuck out of those things. But when it comes down to it, and it's all said and done, that's not going to be the same amount of money as I can do when I have that fucking algorithm and I can make my own shit. Now I'm gonna be making way more money because I made another version of TikTok because I have their algorithm.
Well,
I got a question. I got a question on this.
It's honestly, what Mamira touched on. It's the control. There's no way to. It's not an American company, so they can't sit there and go, "Hey, Facebook, you need to do it this way."
Yep.
Here's the thing,
Facebook
though.
Doesn't have
Pit Boss, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No. Facebook does not have this, but I gotta say this right now. All right. If the U.S. government, I'm gonna say this outright right now, and this is my view. If the U.S. government wants this bad enough, they want it bad enough, they're gonna get it if they want it bad enough. But here's the deal: why do they want it bad enough? What are they gonna do? Take that algorithm and weaponize it?
Pretty much.
It can be. Any algorithm that's out there, no matter if it's on TikTok, Facebook, whatever, can be weaponized.
Well, it can be, by censoring it, by filtering it, by pushing only certain things out.
How about this? They turn TikTok into what they want with all those things you're saying, but then you have to pay to upload.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that coming. And it's funny. I'm going to sound like such an asshole for this. The band Muse touches on this stuff in their song Uprising. If you look at the lyrics for this song, it really hits home with me. It talks about mind control and it talks about being fed the shit we're being fed. And then I thought about what they're trying to do with TikTok, and it literally falls right into it. I am not impressed. I am not a fan. And the fact that suddenly the American government is having this thing where they want to now control freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And they want to try to galvanize themselves behind saying that it's, for our security. I can make the decision to delete my TikTok and walk away from it. I don't need you to tell me
dangerously political right now. I'm just letting you know. You guys.
I'm talking about the government in general. I'm not yelling at anybody.
Yeah.
I don't like what they're doing.
I'm just fucking with you.
It scares me. The level that the government is getting involved in freedom of speech just scares me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: our generation is probably going to be sorry, Pit Boss. Our generation is probably going to be the last generation that has that free speech. I'm not going to lie to you. We're probably in our time that we have left. We're probably going to lose that, and we're going to see the loss of free speech. I firmly believe that the way that things are going. I firmly believe that if things do not change, that we're going to see a civil war in this country. I firmly believe that we're going to either that or we're going to be speaking another fucking language. There's got to be some serious fucking change in this country, and there's got to be some serious change around the world. If we as a human race, I don't give a fuck what your ethnicity is, we as a human race will not survive the next 50 years if we keep going the way we're going. Just to be honest, I fear for my children. I could give a fuck less about me. My kids have to live in this world.
Right.
And if all parents would think that way, they would stop doing the greedy bullshit that they're doing and start focusing on how to make this world better for their children and not trying to destroy it by getting the next 100,000, 200,000 or million or 2 million or billion that they want to fucking make.
Right.
Yeah, you're giving your kids a comfortable life, but what are you leaving them behind there? Yeah, it's a comfortable life that
so they can
an
build a
apple
better
costs
bomb
$1 billion now. Like, fuck me, man.
So they
come
can,
on.
Build
Yeah,
that.
what we learned in our era, okay, right off the bat, we didn't live in a bubble. We didn't live in a bubble, okay? This day in life as it sits right now, they want us in a bubble. We can't do that.
No.
Our generation will lose their minds inside of a bubble. We need to be outside. We need to have our own mind thought. We need to have, this is why people are saying, don't mess with Gen X. Well, the reason is we're the ones that will actually tell you to go piss off. I'm going to go chop down that tree right now because I want to, because I can.
And I think that us having the outlet that we do, the access to the outlets that we do, it's starting to influence the later generations. Because I'm seeing, it's very small, but I'm starting to see some of the younger generations going, wait a minute, this is fucked up. I'm not standing for this. Instead of just kind of going along with it and going, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. We're just gonna party. Woo. They're actually having critical thought instead of just going off of whatever information is presented to them. It's very small, but it's growing.
We learned on our own. We learned
Right.
on our own with everything. I mean, our parents literally said, don't come home until the lights turn on.
Yeah.
And we learned life outside of our home. We didn't have our parents teach us life and, oh, everything's going to be fine. You're going to be great. Everything's going to be. No, we didn't have that.
No.
We had our parents saying, are you dead yet? No? All right, get up, start going.
Right. Go clean your room.
You know, yeah. Go wash your clothes.
Well, and like I said, I mean, the generation after us, there was a lot of that. And then I think the ones that are kind of getting to the age of, I call it like basically their own age of
awakening,
where they actually start to think on their own. They're not just taking in the information and 100% believing it.
My daughter is of that generation, and she doesn't buy into it.
Yeah, they go out and go, okay, just because one person says a statement, that doesn't make it 100% true. Let me go and figure out what's actually happening. Let me go to a bunch of different sources and then go, wait, you're not making any sense. Everybody else is making sense.
Her and my son-in-law are critical thinkers in that aspect because they don't, but he's also part of the he's also part of the active military, so he doesn't allow anything to think for him because he's being spoon-fed, what he has to be dealt with. But the kids don't. My daughter, my oldest, just turning 30, she's 27. My son-in-law is 29. My youngest is the one that still kind of falls into that, oh, well, it said this on the news. I don't care what it said. Figure it out for yourself. Deep dive and learn and educate yourself. The older two do that, and the son-in-law does that. The youngest one still falls prey to the shit that's being spoon-fed to him.
Tam, stay in the room. You're great. You're awesome. Don't worry.
Tamtastic?
Yeah, Tamaral.
Oh.
She goes, I'm a millennial. I think I'm in the wrong room. It's like, no,
you're not.
You're a critical thinker.
You think more in a way of you don't trust who the person is standing there telling you stuff. You actually go out there and do the research on it and look around and see what's the difference between it. It's like at one point where my stepfather, military guy, Vietnam vet, literally turned around and said, "You don't trust the guy standing at the pulpit, no matter what he's telling you. You don't trust him at all. He may tell you something that you need to hear, but when it comes down to it, you need to research it yourself." Hey, Fox.
Yeah, research yourself.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, don't let somebody else tell you what is right, what is right, what is wrong. You do it yourself. That's how we learned. So,
yeah.
Sorry, Mary wanted the yeah.
I needed the yeah. It'd been a minute. I missed it.
Well,
I know you missed it all.
Shut up, Meg.
I wish there was something. I wish there was something that was there still. That was in there.
Don't you dare.
Anyway, if you guys want to know about that, go look at the News Girls TikTok. Go check out that video because it's way too long for us to play. But if you need any information on it, go check it out and look at it and make sure that you're well informed about what is going on in the world and in your neck of the woods and with your favorite app, which is TikTok. When I say millennial, this generation.
Good for you, Brooke. She had to reprogram herself because she probably had parents that saw things through this lens and she wanted to see things through her own lens. Good for you.
Let me get on my soapbox real fast.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me put it to you this way. If you're stupid enough just to listen one way, don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me. I don't want anything to do with you. If you cannot have a conversation in an open mind and sit there and listen to other people and take their opinions in, or do the research yourself, look at the facts yourself, and not just go, I'm so this way the whole fucking time. I could give a shit what you say over here. Fuck off. Just fuck off. 100% fuck off. Because when it comes down to it, you're not thinking for yourself. You're letting other people think for you. Be an individual and think for yourself. I don't care what you believe. I don't care how you vote. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care what you eat. I don't care what sports you do or how much you exercise or anything like that. It's your brain. It's your fucking mind. If you do not think for yourself, you are losing in this goddamn world.
Not wrong.
Be an independent person. Think for yourself. And that's it. That's why these four people all think that we all think for ourselves.
That's the true power.
I wouldn't have Amira on here and Bomber on here and Pit Boss on here if I knew they all thought just one way. They have open minds and they can look at things with an open mind.
I'm thought fluid.
Well, the bigger thing is that a lot of people don't know.
Just
I eat meat just saying, okay, well, I mean, eat meat.
Oh, well, Elmo. But the true power is your own individual thought.
Right.
Tim put it there.
That's true power.
She said you seek out the info, not just accept it. And she's right.
Yeah.
Look at the world in a point of view of an open mind. I don't care how you vote. I don't care how you eat. I don't care how you live. I don't. Because if you don't think for yourself, there's no point.
Right.
Think for yourself always.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on.
Yeah, well, unless you're married and you can't think for yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Honey, you didn't hear that.
One tug for yes, two tugs for no.
But the true power of anything in this world is your own opinion. Your own opinion.
Well, and yeah, I mean, yeah, having your own
voiceover was on my nerves. Oh, was that the TikTok thing where it speaks the comments or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have that.
Yeah.
No offense, I don't like it. I think
I have it on.
It's great. It's great whenever you're playing radio, Pit Boss. Other than that, stop it.
Fine. I'll shut it. I'll shut it off right now. There you go. It's off.
Okay, so we talked about Sketch. We talked about P Diddy. We talked about my mother.
We all love Mama Bones.
Mama
Oh
Bones.
yeah.
Was there something like Reddit wise that we were gonna bring up?
Oh yeah, we have a Reddit story from Amira. She has made a Reddit story for us.
I didn't make a Reddit story. I brought up a suggestion about maybe introducing a periodic Reddit story, and I looked for something, and I'll be very honest. I spent about an hour. Nothing political, nothing sexual, nothing that could be anything other. So I was looking for controversial that wasn't political or anything to do with like that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's a Reddit story. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna
So-
be honest with you. Reddit stories are hard to find if you don't talk about all of it.
Right. Well, I was trying to avoid certain triggers though for people because I was trying to be a good person. You know,
people can't talk about politics, you big babies.
Well, we're not talking about sexual stuff either. God, I'm out. Anyway.
Right. Never mind. So
my girl had an OnlyFans and she voted Democrat.
Oh, good God. Okay, so this story comes from the Reddit thread, Am I the Asshole? And it says, Am I the asshole for dropping $21 on the table and leaving after my conversation with a first date went south? To give you some details, this person is a 35 male. He went on a first date with a 27 female. So, and he says in here, and I'm not going to read every little bit of it because it's a little too long. He just says that I went on a first date with a 27 female that did not get past the 15-minute mark. This is relevant information. He, the male, is 5'6". She is 5'7". Both of us are in good shape and look nice. This also matters. We have been talking for a couple days, so I invited her to a Mexican place I like for lunch today. We met up and everything seems well initially. We both greet each other outside the restaurant with a hug and a smile. I hold the door open for her. We get seated, situated, order food, and the conversation starts. I'll lay out the conversation, how it happened, separated by alternating the paragraphs. So I'm going to let you know. So he starts off, chit-chatting with her and they're kind of doing their thing. And she, he says, how's your day going? What did you do? And conversation, she drops the, I didn't realize you were so short comment. And this kind of befuddled him. Word for word, after ordering food and receiving their drinks and chit-chatting, she interrupts and says, I didn't realize you were so short, to be honest. I'm not sure I can date you and take this seriously. This is why height was important at the beginning. The response is, I listed my height in my profile and we've been talking for a few days. I didn't think this was a problem for you. She says, I didn't notice. He says, is this a deal breaker for you? I mean, there are plenty of guys out there that are shorter than their partner and it works great. Look at Zendaya and Tom Holland. The chick that he's out with is a Marvel person. He says, to be honest, taller girls are kind of my thing, which is why I liked you in the first place. This woman comments back to him, well, Tom Holland makes a lot of money. Right there, personally, for me, I'd be like, deuces, I'm out. So he responds with, so it could be a money thing. I do pretty well for myself. What are you making? She comes back with, I make $60K. He's like, I make 4 times more than you. I think I do pretty well. She's like, well, yeah, I can find someone who makes more than that, who is taller and less ugly. Again, I would just be out. That's just me.
Yeah.
He's like, right. He's like, gotcha. Well, I know why you're single now, and I don't think this is going to work out. She comes back with, you're in your 30s, short and single. Good luck finding anyone. His next statement, and this is what I really loved. The problem isn't me here. I'm looking for a real one who I can share my time, my energy, and I end up meeting people like you. I then took out my wallet, grabbed a 20, and I say, this should take care of the food. I put it on the table, and then I grab a $1 bill and put that on the table as well and look at her and say, this is for your time. And I exit stage right. So his question is, am I the asshole for dropping $21 on the table after leaving because the conversation with the first date went south?
No. I think he did great.
Yeah, that was perfect. Well executed.
He did provide a slight update. He says, for more context, I really didn't think too much on the only leaving $20. Maybe I should have dropped 40. I just wanted to get out of there ASAP. The 20 covered her meal and drink, and I assume some of the tip too. I also assumed that my order would be canceled, although there's no way a restaurant would make her pay for something she didn't eat if she ended up staying. But I think I should have paid directly instead of dropping it on the table.
No, I think you should have walked out and left her with a bill.
Right.
Right. I personally wouldn't have paid for it.
I'd have walked out and been like, "You make $60K, you got this, bitch. Bye."
Yeah,
I'm gonna take my short ass down the street.
I'm gonna take my short, ugly. I'm gonna take my short, ugly ass that makes 4 times more than you and leave you with the bill for the date. Deuces. I'm out.
Which is actually funny.
Here's a quarter. Have a nice day.
This actually was part of a conversation I overheard last night while I was taking people home on Lyft, and they actually had this somebody. They were talking about this other girl that they knew having the same conversation about a guy. She said that he was too short when they sat down at the restaurant. He said he was 6'1" or 6 something, and she was like 5'10" or whatever. But when they sat down at the table, he seemed shorter, so she didn't like him.
What does height have to do with it? I guess I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't understand it, but at the same time, even these like 20-something, very ditzy Southern girls that have way too much fucking money and can go and play golf and tennis and all this, even were like, certain people have longer legs and certain people have longer torsos.
Right.
So what?
My thing is that she's saying, I didn't realize you were so short. There was an inch difference. An inch. My second husband was 3 inches shorter than me. My second husband was literally 5'8".
Listen, not all of us are an Amazon queen, okay?
Well, this is true.
There you go. So when it comes down to it and it's all said and done, in my opinion, if the minute she would have said anything about height, I would have left. Because you're basing our relationship or anything that we do solely off of looks and status. And at that point, I'm out. I'm done. If you're going off of looks and status, I'm done. I could be an ugly motherfucker that makes, $1 million a year, and you don't want to be seen with me because I'm short and I'm ugly. I get it. Fine. I'm not your type. Great. There's 100 other women that'll just date me for my money. But when it comes down to it, women nowadays, the fucking vanity that is shown, and I'm talking about women that should not have vanity at all, and people who are claiming to be women that have the vanity they should not have at all, and been people that are claiming to be men and women and whatever. I don't give a fuck who you are. My thing is, if you come to the table and your brain is about the fucking size of a pea and you're spitting out mush, I don't want anything to do with you. If you come to me with an intellectually stimulating conversation, I can give a fuck if you're 500 pounds or 5. I don't care. I'm going to have a conversation with you and find you interesting as a person. I don't give a shit what is on the outside, because guess what, sweetheart, no matter how tall you are, no matter how good you look, no matter how many fucking followers you have on Instagram because you're that fucking Instagram model, or how many OF fans you have because you're an OF model, I don't care. That's all going to fade. Then what do you have? How are you going to sit there and be like, I should have dated that man that was 5'7" and an inch shorter than me and had all that money and loved him and loved him like I should have loved him? And the same thing goes for men. Men, if you have an unrealistic view of women and you think they should be, fucking curvy and sexy and have the big boobies and the butt and be athletic or muscle mommied or whatever your fucking physical type is, that's going to fade in time. What are you going to do then?
Right.
If you cannot hold an intellectual stimulating conversation with somebody, if you cannot hold a conversation period and you base it solely on looks, you're going to be sad in about 10 years. In a decade, that shit's going to start fading. In 2 decades, it's going to be gone.
Right.
Then you got nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
Bomber and I have had amazing conversations.
I would probably have gotten, I probably would have gotten up and went like, oh, so I'm shorter by 1 inch to you. So all of the other attributes that you don't know about me that could be amazing are worthless.
Well, here's the kicker. If they met on a dating thing and his profile showed how tall he was, A, bitch obviously didn't read it, and B, I'm sure he had his picture on there, and she said somebody who's taller and less ugly. You opted for the date. What does that say?
Based on a picture.
Based on a picture. Don't forget, it sounds like she doesn't know how to read a tape measure. I'm sorry. Any woman in the world, yes, you're beautiful. You're great. You're excellent for who you are. But if you turn around and start basing everything off of looks, money, and everything else, and not the mind of the person, you ain't gonna find squat. You are gonna be the lonely old lady or lonely old man living out in some house somewhere, wishing you had a partner.
Well, also you'll run into the situation, and you hear about this actually more in this direction. Oh, he's amazing. He's so handsome. He has a great job. He's rich. We have a big house. We have all of the things that we ever wanted, and I can be the beautiful, wife that gets to go gallivanting around and doing everything. But at the same time, he's probably got a mistress in every freaking town that he travels to. He's never home because he's always working. He doesn't show her the kind of time and compassion that she deserves. She's lonely, but she's got everything she wants.
Except for a man to spend the time with.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you're looking at a man for solely for money, you have to understand the reason why that man has that money is because he works his fucking ass off for it. That means he's not going to be there all the time for you, and you have to understand that. One. Number two, if you're going just after my money, fuck you. Sorry.
Right.
If I'm a millionaire and you're going after me for my money, there's a reason why certain people date certain people. There's a reason why a millionaire will go after a no-name person, because they have no idea who the fuck they are. And they don't treat them like they're a millionaire. They treat them like a normal, everyday human being. And it's special to them. I could date the other millionaire chick or the hottest chick on Instagram or on any of this BS. But if you're after me for just my money, dude, we ain't gonna last that long, because your allowance is gonna be like $100 a fucking week. Go get your nails done on that, bitch.
Here's my thing. I'm not shy. I'm 51. I'm outspoken. I'm a bit brazen. I'm with a 35-year-old man. Shut up. I'm with a 35-year-old. I stopped coloring my hair to get rid of the gray 5 years ago because I started to not give a shit. If you can't appreciate the gray in my hair, then that's your problem, not mine.
I mean, you got the X-Men thing going on right now. Shut up.
I don't have the body. I don't have the body that I had before I had kids. Shut up. So
hey, Bomber, how you doing, buddy?
I didn't have the body that I had when I was young. I didn't have the body I had after each one of my kids. And 10 years ago, when I met Tacklebox, I was actually 60 pounds heavier than I am now. I'm out of the 200 club for the first. I'm out of the 200 club for the first time in 30 years. I think I look better than I did when he first met me, but I definitely think I look old compared to my boyfriend who's young. But he doesn't look at me. He doesn't look at my body and the fact that I got kind of the pooch and I've got the stretch marks and, the boobs aren't high and perky anymore. They need, a little bit of support. He doesn't look at those things. Yeah. And I've asked him multiple times, what is it that you see? He's like, I just see you. I just see you. He's like, I knew I loved you 10 years ago. A different kind of love, obviously. He's like, I knew 10 years ago that I loved you. He's like, I didn't know that I could feel the way I feel about you now, then. He's like, but you're beautiful because you are who you are. And no, you don't look your age in some aspects, which I understand. He's like, but you also are a good person. You're kind. You're compassionate. You'll help anybody who needs a hand. He's like, it's not what you are. It's who you are. And the fact that I can be goofy and be on a kayak, which I'd never done until I met him. I can go camping. I can teach him shit that he doesn't know. He likes the fact that there's give and take. It's not about what I am to him or what I've got, because I ain't got much. But he loves me anyway. And I don't fucking, I come with 3 ex-husbands and 3 kids, and I still can't figure out why he likes me. It's gotta be, you
know what it is.
It's down here. It's down here.
Okay, hold on. No, let me give it to you genuinely. The reason why that man loves you so much is because of the soul. It's not about anything else. Your soul matches his, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you stop looking at people,
this helps. This helps.
No, because that's going to stop eventually too.
True.
Eventually.
True.
Probably.
So then what is it? Well, then what are you going to say? It's your soul.
Right.
It's all your soul.
No, and he
Everything that you
appreciates
do
me
as
for
a
who I
person.
am.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
Everything you
and-
do as a person is the reason why he loves you. And that's the reason why I love Kat, is because of who she is and her soul. I don't care how much money she makes. I don't care what happens to her physically. She is my heart and my soul. And that's the way she's always going to be. 100%. No matter what happens in our lives, I'm going to sit with her. I'm going to talk with her. I'm going to love her. We're going to grow fucking old together. Then I'll eventually I'll let the I'll unlock the chain and let her walk outside.
Here you go, honey. You can go around in your scooter now. Anyway,
I had an extra foot to your chain. You can make it outside now.
He jokes. He's like, your kids are gonna have to wipe your ass when you get older. But then, of course, he's had this recent surgery where I've had to be very close to his whispering eye, and he's like, so I guess when you finally get to the point of where you need some help. He's like, I guess I owe you one when you get older and need some help. And I'm like, well, yeah, I think I fucking earned it.
Gonna look at him.
You remember that time where I wiped your bum hole during surgeries and everything? Where I listened to the whisper of the wind that came out of the alleyway of Uranus? Well, now it's your turn, motherfucker.
honey, I soiled my Depends. I need some help.
He'd be running in, right? He would. He'd be running in there with a walker in his hand with the new Depends going, all right, honey, get on the bed.
And I fully believe that he would do that. We have been through some shit in the 2.5 years that we've been together. When I say shit, I do mean literal shit.
Right.
So
wow.
We have been there, but he loves me for me. He loves me for the saggier skin, for the gray hair, for the not so perky boobs, the ass that is slowly turning into a pancake. And I don't shave my legs anymore because why? And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's like, you know what? We can laugh, we can joke, we talk psychology, we read books, we share music, and we laugh. That's what he likes.
So what you're saying is he is a grandma fetish. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Apparently you have a grandma fetish. That's okay.
And there's been times that in my
He's
life.
a gilfer.
He just said that himself. He's like, I guess I'm not into MILFs. I'm into gilfs now that you've got a grandson. And I'm like, fuck you. I love you.
He's a gilf. He's a gilfer.
I'm so glad he's not listening anymore. I'm really grateful.
In 40 years when she ends up passing away and shit, they're gonna have that fucking hologram technology, and he's just gonna have like this Star Wars themed thing every time, and she's gonna be super
Obi-Wan
AI.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
She's gonna come back looking like the fucking emperor and shit.
Dude, are you saying I'm
got rid of me, Tackle Box?
I am not a Sith Lord.
66.
I am not a Sith Lord, but I can show you the picture of my mother for my grandmother's birthday this last week when she turned 104. Let me tell you, that woman looks like Emperor Palpatine in the face.
Whoa.
That woman's That woman has got wrinkles deeper than. I swear, my kids have grown up for years calling her Yzma. Dude. If you know who Yzma is,
bro, tonight you need to go in there to Tackle Box and just get like the Emperor look going on and shit, and then just look at him and go, execute Order 69.
I am so glad he is not tuned in anymore. I can hear him out there. He's on live doing his own thing, or he's FaceTiming somebody or something. I'm so glad he's not in here.
He's got ideas now.
No, he doesn't. He's not listening. Thank Jesus.
Well, yeah,
you can see your mirror walking in the stormtrooper outfit.
It's time
Stormtroopers always get shot.
69.
Stormtroopers always get shot.
Well,
yeah, in the face.
Well,
the
fair.
Chest, anyway,
I was gonna say
hit you in the face,
but somebody beat me to it.
Hey, Tackle Box. Since you're not watching, you'll see the recording later. Why don't you put some syrup on that pancake?
I've had it.
Put some of that Cinnabon icing on those pancakes in the back there, Bedro.
You're a jackass.
You're the one that was talking about your pancake butt. You don't.
Hey, so it's hereditary. I can't help it. Nobody
Yeah.
from this one
You
particular
can
side
help
of
it.
my
It's called
family.
squats.
I squat on something. I do. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Executing Order 69, maybe?
Oh my.
Oh my God.
God.
How
No,
much
we got
fun have
15
we had
minutes left.
today?
I'll have a new story for you next week.
Yeah, we're going to start doing Reddit stories. And guys, get ready. We're going to change things up. The new everything is either going to be coming next week or the week after. We're not rushing it, but it's going to be very versatile. You guys are going to enjoy it. Tell all your nerdy friends because it's going to range to them as well as gamers, as well as heathens, as well as pretty much everybody and anybody. It makes it available for guests who are not Gen X to be on this podcast. I've had people just tell me that they don't feel like they could be on here because they're too young, and I'm like, oh, bro,
Oh no, we hate everybody equally.
100%. We are the silent generation, but we are also the very vocal generation. If you piss us off enough,
No, we're the forgotten generation, but we haven't.
That's the way we like it.
You.
That's the way we like it.
We might be forgotten. We haven't forgotten you.
No. We watch the world burn around us, and we're gonna have our own Gen X community just laughing at all of you.
Watch the world burn around us. I'm lighting that shit on fire. I'm not going to watch it burn. I'm going to start the fire. Billy Joel wanted to know who started the fire. I did.
Bro, you know you're not going to start the fire. We're just going to sit out there with hot dogs and fucking marshmallows and shit and just be like, told you so. Yeah, you know you're cooking over radioactive. Yeah, we don't care. We've been using microwaves all our lives. So
we were the first generation to have cell phones. We're already fucked in the head. It's fine.
we had the microwaves
Anybody want
that were the
more?
size of fucking houses back in the day that probably
Right.
irradiated half of our bodies while we cooked our hot dogs
Not
in the
counting the
microwave.
TV.
I'm
Not
surprised
counting
my
the
three kids turned out normal.
you're talking about you're talking about the generation that didn't really have all the elements and stuff that a lot of people have. You're also talking about the generation that drank from the fucking hose, played outside, ate dirt,
ate paint chips,
all kinds of shit. You know, your Tide Pods that you were swallowing. We were smart enough not to go, ooh, laundry detergent might taste good. No, we're the common sense generation. And the common sense generation literally is looking at these motherfuckers today and going, you ain't got no goddamn common sense. You're a damn idiot, and you need to educate yourself.
Oh,
Here's
did
my
you see
thing.
speaking of
Learn
common sense.
history, people. Learn history. Don't try to erase it. Learn it.
Did you see the kid? The kid that I call him a kid. The kid on TikTok that tried to do a shot of Everclear.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I seen him spit that out so fast it wasn't even funny.
I'm like, dude,
It didn't even go in his mouth. He got the tip of his tongue wet and all over the table. It was great. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not gonna
look,
wiping this up.
You could just light it and it'll take care of itself.
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking about
we're
we were talking about alcohol last night because I had a friend over last night and they were talking about Fireball, and I was like, I have to excuse myself because y'all don't know nothing because you didn't do Mad Dog 2020 and you didn't do Everclear. I don't want to hear it.
Mad Dog's got spritzers now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, for the bougie bitches. Gotcha.
Oh, great. You know, we're the crazier ones that literally goes, all right, hey, what are we going to do about turkey? Oh, well, instead of the oven, hey, let's put it in some hot thing with oil to it and see if we could deep fry it. We're the ones who started that shit.
Yeah, we did.
As kids, I grew up, everybody that I knew had a BB gun.
Oh, yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out.
And we used to go out and shoot anything that we could find.
I used to put firecrackers in frogs and light them on, and run away.
My uncle
Bones looks really unimpressed right now.
my uncle used to do the
he's got some ideas.
When he was down in Florida, he would take M80s and bottle rockets with the crabs on the beach.
Oh, jeez.
Light them and give them to him. They go running down the beach and
this guy?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
this guy's great.
I'm laughing my head off when he did this.
This little cupcake.
He's like, oh my God, it smells delicious. Dude, get it off the table. It's gonna eat the varnish off the table.
Okay, so wasn't too bad.
Ladies, does that look familiar?
I really thought I
really thought I was gonna be able to dance the marathon.
Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Bitch, you about threw up in your mouth. Give me a break.
Dude, I'm telling you, this dude was he was all about it. He was talking it up. I wasn't going to show you guys the whole thing. If you want to, go check it out. But all I did was literally put into TikTok Everclear shot, and I found this cut. And
that was the one.
There's a couple of other ones where somebody else was like, they got a bottle of Goldschlager, and they're like, "Is it worth it?" And then they stitch it, going, "No."
Goldschlager was my shit in the 90s.
It's like,
I'm telling you,
no, it is not.
I still have a shooter bottle.
They can't take this shit we used to drink. Everclear, Goldschlager, Aftershock, Mad Dog, hell, Hurricane.
Eat the crystals from your Aftershock. That's all I got to say.
Bro, breaking the bottle to get the crystals out, and it's like, wait, is this glass or is this one of the crystals?
My friends did that on my front porch. I was about ready to shoot them.
Eat the worm and tequila.
Oh yeah, eat the worm and the tequila.
Oh, that was El Toro.
Everybody would be just drinking it and leave the worm in there, and I go, I dare you to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saw vapor trails if you ate that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You felt like Homer Simpson fading into the hedges real slow.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
The only thing that I haven't had the experience of is, and I mean they have some that they have in the States. It's called like Lucid. But it's not absinthe. It's like faux absinthe.
Yeah, I've had the real thing.
I want to trace the Green Fairy so bad.
Well,
I've tried absinthe.
if you want that
Shit
true,
was weird.
Yeah, if you want true absinthe, you got to go overseas.
Oh, right.
And you got to talk to somebody in a dark alley.
Oh my god!
Showed on.
Dude, Oso just Night Train. I brought this up last time we played. Dude,
God.
Guns N' Roses came out singing that song, and everybody I knew was trying Night Train. They couldn't understand why they felt like shit the next day. Like, really?
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I woke up with hangovers because I don't drink now. But when I was younger, I drank like 2 decades ago. I was drinking like a fucking fish, and probably shit even farther than that, 25, maybe almost 30 years ago, we had a party at a hotel, and I got the Old English beer, but I got Old English fruit punch. Old English fruit punch came out at one point. And so we grab all that thinking, oh yeah, don't taste like beer. That's awesome. Let's fucking drink it up. Dude, that is the worst goddamn it. There were people on the floor, people in the bathroom throwing up in the toilet, on the floor, in the tub, in the sink. Like we were at some roach motel too, and people were just fucking face down in that nasty carpet and everything. And everybody's waking up like, why is my face red and I got hives? Because the fucking bed bugs bit your face, bro. Like this wasn't meant for you guys to stay and pass out. We were just gonna be in here and drink and then leave. Y'all motherfuckers just.
But you can't drink that shit and leave.
No,
you can't feel your body afterwards.
You will literally have a whole bottle in your hand. You'd be like, oh, hey, I'm just going to have a couple drinks of this. Oh, this is nothing. This is like Kool-Aid. Hey, this is great. Also, you empty out the bottle. You're like, hi, guys.
Yeah, suddenly you're missing the last 24 hours of your life going, what the fuck did I do? Why are my pants on backwards? Why do I feel like I'm in a
corner?
You're literally looking at yourself going, why do I look like I came out of a crisscross video?
How in the world did I get a hickey on the
backwards.
back of my leg?
I'm just like, I've lost many a night to Boone's Farm, Night Train, Four Locos, Goldschlager, and Jägermeister.
Oh, when we made the mistake when I was visiting a good friend of mine. I was down at Ohio State visiting him.
Wait, you have friends?
Sometimes.
The ones he pays for.
You didn't pay me.
Wait, hold on a second.
You son of a bitch.
Wait a minute. They got paid? What the hell?
He suckered you in for free.
Well, you got the Hollywood treatment.
That's under that contract.
He had Pit Boss on the casting couch.
Well,
I'm related to him. He's my brother. I'm stuck with him. So.
And all you got is Pit Boss going.
They got aluminum in them.
I've missed that one.
That's after the casting couch.
Oh Jesus! Oh God, this is what I missed the last couple weeks, guys.
Oh, we needed this.
This is what I have missed since I joined this show. We have not had a good laugh like this in a hot minute.
And the sad part is that Pit Boss's behalf.
Hey, might as well use it. Use it to abuse it.
Right.
That's what you're here for, Pity.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh.
Love you too.
Pit Boss is going to be
Bear.
killing bugs later on fucking gaming, just like
You better
mirror.
believe it.
Every bug is a mirror right now.
When do you not wake up in a field naked drinking moonshine?
Right.
That's part of the experience.
That's part of the initiation.
Wait, no. It's when you wake up in the field somewhere and you're going, why is there a piece of corn in the back of my butt?
Did I eat corn?
I don't even like corn.
Why? It's
I'm allergic to corn.
And why is that?
Full cob.
And you're going, and why is that cow giving me the eye?
That's not a heifer. That's a bull, buddy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
We need a Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, that's what we need.
Oh yeah, brother.
We need one of those.
Next week or the week after, I don't know. We're going to take our time on this and we're going to make it right. Bomber is coming up with a fabulous logo. But everything's going to kind of flip up a little. And
wait. You said we're going to take our time and do things right. We've never done that. Why are we suddenly doing that now? I thought we just came in and fuck shit up.
I mean, we can.
Okay.
That'll be fine
checking.
too.
Okay.
Shut up, Meg.
Anyway.
I just felt my rear iris pucker and my testicles tighten. My taint remains unchanged.
That's Tacklebox. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God damn it. I didn't think about that.
Oh my God. Again, so glad he's not tuned in.
Oh my God. That's going to be the tackle box meme from now on. But there's going to be some cool things.
We're going to hit the button.
There's going to be some cool things coming, some changes that are going to be coming. You guys look for those. If you guys are fans of any kind of D&D, if you guys are fans of gaming, if you guys are fans of, I mean, just hell, any goddamn thing out there that you love, this is going to be a very versatile kind of thing that we're doing. Bomber is putting in the time and the effort to make something absolutely fabulous, and I'm working with him the best I can. Amira is going to bring us some awesome Reddit stories, and we're going to enjoy the hell out of those for sure. I know I am, because I love those Reddit stories. I've watched people sit there and talk about them and give their opinions. The guy was definitely not an asshole. Kudos to you, sir. Keep it up and find your tall queen.
Is it so? You totally put something in my head. I'm sorry if I don't let it out. You talked about D&D, and in the back of my head, I just heard D&D. I'm a half-elf rogue. D&D. I'll steal your soul. Sorry, I totally went AC/DC with that. But
I'm gonna put it to you this way, Mary. You're a fan of D&D, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, so we're gonna have our own dice set as well.
Can
I am talking to people about that. We're talking to people about other things as well. We'll announce all those things at some point. I know if you were here last week and me and Pit Boss were here, I did go on a little bit of a rant, and I did apologize to Amira and Bomber for not giving them a heads up, because it just everything hit. So shit happens. Oh well, get over it and move on. That's how the shit show works, and that's how we work.
It is what it is.
No, I just had something popped in my head.
What was that? Say it, sir.
Oh, okay, we'll save it.
It'll go with the dice sets.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, cool. No, save it. So
roll for dexterity.
He said roll for dexterity. It was
You
a game
failed. So we're going to be doing a lot of things, and when we announce everything that we're doing, or when we announce the new logo and the new show name and all that kind of stuff, then we'll announce everything that we got behind it as well. I know I have a lot of ideas for this, and it's going to end up basically my end all be all is for us to be at cons, and have fun with that. So that's the end all be all goal of what I want to do.
He didn't say what kind of cons. He just said cons.
Yeah. We're gonna con all of you. That's
yeah. What?
He said what? Speaking of branding, need to get some stuff off my chest. Mind if I snap you, Bomber and Kim? That was from Brooke.
Yeah, send it to the group thing that we're in.
Oh. Well, fine.
There's a group thing that we're in.
Right. They have it. They.
Well, I mean, keep your private life private, homie. Don't give China your information.
Jesus.
But yeah, there's a lot of good things, Kevin. Guys, here in Pit Boss, how long are you gonna wait until you go on gaming, bud?
We're gonna be about a 2-hour mix here. I got some family things I got to do really quickly.
So about 8 o'clock. Central.
About 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. So 8 o'clock Central Time. Look for Pit Boss on gaming. I'll be on there as well with him. I don't know what we're doing. It just kind of depends. If he's going to hell dive, I'll be with him. If he's not going to hell dive, I'll decide that way. I'm addicted to this game. I love it. It's absolutely fun. If you don't play it, check it out. It's called Helldivers 2. Love it. It's a fabulous game. Other than that, go check Pit Boss out on gaming at 8 o'clock and look forward to all the new stuff coming. I know that Amira is excited about a couple of things already, and I'm very excited about the Reddit stories that she's going to bring to us. Bomber is, of course, going to do his thing and stay dwarfy, Viking-y, hairy guy. Oh, you're paying attention now.
Our technical analyst will be doing all of the beautiful graphics and fantastic audio clips that you've all come to love and expect from him.
Right, and then we'll revamp the website and everything like that, and make
Daddy.
And the Discord will get a facelift.
Discord will get a facelift.
Yes, it will.
We're going to work on trying to get the Discord to have a QR code to where you guys can just look at it right there and go, boom, there you are. There's your invite. And you're in on it. So when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. I hope you guys enjoyed this session of Gxsp podcast. It could be the last, or it could be the second to the last. We don't know yet. We're going to find out and decide whether or not this is going to be it. If this is the last GXS podcast and we move on to the next one, thank you guys for joining us through this little GXS journey that we have made. If it is not, then we'll see you guys next week as GXS, but nothing is going to change as far as the people here. We're all going to be the same fabulous people that you have seen and that you love, and we're going to keep on going with it and make it better than what it was before. So, what the
That's
hell
an
is
outro.
that?
That was an outro and a half right there. Fuck yeah.
I mean, that just hit perfectly.
Bomber.
Ooh.
What?
Bomber. Are you bored?
No, I was playing with the microphone.
Stop playing with your phone. Oh.
Boom. That's all I'm going to say. Boom.
That's a bar.
Mic drop.